What's up guys, Kevin here again today, and if any of you guys are new to my channel, basically my channel is about seeking greatness when it comes to your mental, physical, financial, emotional, and spiritual health. I'm here to help you guys achieve the greatest version of yourself, so make sure you guys stay till the end of the video, because for today's video, I go over delayed and instant gratification and how these two things can completely change your life towards success that you have and where you're gonna go. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with talking about delayed instant gratifications. As you guys can see behind me, I wrote down some of the things that are delayed, some of the things that will be instant, and I actually even made a little chart here that I'm gonna start to put up throughout the video. So we're gonna talk about some of the things that will make you have delayed gratifications and some that will have instant and what they actually mean. So let's start off with instant gratification, because this is the one that people are most likely doing, and the things that we don't quote unquote want you to do. So instant gratification meaning something that happens instantly, you get it right away, it makes you feel good right away. Okay? So a couple of these are junk food, right? You eat junk food every day. How does junk food make you feel? Okay? In the moment, your brain gets spiked, it feels nice. I'm gonna have a tasty pizza, I'm gonna have a tasty hamburger, I'm gonna go have that nice little cake, right? It tastes good, it's sweet, okay? It's a lot of dopamine, which I'm going to talk about what exactly that means. It's this big hit of feel good, right? Tasty. Problem is that it's so easy to get. This is why something like junk food or fast food is all around, is that it is not very long lasting. And this can be an issue, which we'll dive into. The second one could be pornography or entertainment. Now you get a visual stimulation to the brain instantly, no work having to be done, which can cause a lot of issues in the long term when you're just consuming this entertainment and instantly feeling very good. Moving down, we got games, which is also very similar to entertainment, right? The game, you level up, you feel good about it. You're always leveling up in the game. When you come back into the real world, you feel a sense of loss. And remember, these are extreme measures if this is all you're doing, okay? Now, spends on impulse. If you understand the whole instant thing, is that you make money, but you just spend, meaning you're not actually able to save anything. Everything has to do with impulse. I got money, let's spend it. Now you guys need to hear this, that I'm not bashing any of these things. The problem is that too many get deep into this vicious cycle where everything is instant, meaning they have no control over themselves. Alright guys, now there's actually another video, if you guys haven't watched, that talks about these two. That's going to make more sense. It's going to be 4 ways to be successful, so make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't watched it, right? Now, we're going to talk about delayed gratification. Now, this is the gratification that I actually want you guys to steer your focus towards. This is actually going to help you build success and fulfillment in your life. Now, delayed gratifications, the first one I put up here is exercise. Now, exercise means you have to put in work to get that good result. When you're exercising, how do you feel? It's fucking difficult. It hurts, right? You don't enjoy it. What does that mean? Because it's hard at the beginning. At least if you're not someone that's in the gym, it's difficult, but I guarantee you the reward you get after feels very good, because you know you're changing your body, you're putting in work, you're focusing on a diet, right? Second thing here we have is work before pleasure, literally the opposite of instant. You gotta put in that work before you experience that good feeling, okay? You work towards a goal, towards a vision, like I've talked about in my lot of videos, to get that end pleasure, which gives you fulfillment. We now have invest. Once again, instead of just spending all your money off by instant, you invest your money. You save and you invest for something long term, something that's going to give you that delayed gratification versus spending your money as if you're just spending every little dollar that you can get, like you're making all the money in the world, even though in the end you're back to square one. Last but not least, once again, is you are just a patient person, okay? You're very patient in life. With anything that comes your way, you have something further that's coming, and you're willing to take your time, take a step back, and hey, I don't need this right now. I don't need. You see, that's a really big distinction between these two. Is that instant is more as if you're controlled by these products. How delayed is you're able to not be controlled. They need it, they don't. Okay? They feel good in the moment because they need it. They don't feel quote unquote good in the moment. They're okay with where they are because they know that future time they got investments put up there for their body, their mind, their physical self, their spiritual, the emotional, their finances. They're putting in the work and the time to get that. Listen, I don't need to be happy this year or the second year, right? I don't need all these instantaneous spikes of emotions at all times. I'm content with where I am in the sense that I know what I'm doing and I got that delayed gratification coming in. Now, to put this into further detail, if you guys are a little confused, I got a little chart here where I'm going to draw. Now, I was talking about dopamine at the beginning of the video. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. The red marker is going to be instant and the black marker is going to be delayed. And I want you to take this in. So we'll use junk food for this example on the red side. So when you eat junk food, what happens to the brain is that a hormone named dopamine is released. Dopamine is the hormone that literally makes you feel good. Okay, this is released when you do exercise. It's also released when you eat junk food, but they're released in different ways. Now pay attention to this. Instant gratification, which is the junk food, is spiked very, very high. So as we can tell, there's a lot of dopamine. So that's a good thing, right? You feel really good. You got a lot of dopamine in your blood, in your head, in your veins. You feel good. You feel good. Problem is the duration is very short. Okay, it's very short. Now there's ones that are even higher, like pornography is the highest one. There's other forms. Junk food is a little lower. The point is they're very instant. They are very high feelings of dopamine. You feel high. It's very similar to taking drugs. You get a high source of dopamine in the moment. Problem is, guys, look at that duration. Okay, it's a couple seconds to a couple minutes to maybe an hour, which for the most part, instant is way less than that. Okay, now let's talk about delayed gratification. Okay, let's do investments because this is a very long-term one, right? Investments is like this. So it's coming up slowly, it's coming up slowly, it's coming up slowly, it's coming up slowly. But you see, as it comes up, it also starts to stay there, and anyways, my graph isn't big enough. Point is that it's taking its time to get up there. So you're not getting that high. If we cross over at this point right here, right? Dopamine is already at its peak, 100% good feeling, or dopamine. So your instant gratification, how the delayed has just gotten started. But you know back in your mind that you got much, much, much more to come, okay? Now, the delayed gratification is that it takes much longer to get that feeling, hence the exercise takes an hour, but it lasts much longer. If your dopamine takes, you buy a pizza, you consume that pizza, it takes 5 to 10 minutes to eat it, you feel good for about 15 to 20 minutes, that's it. Very, very high source. After that, you're dead the rest of the day. Now, when it comes to exercise, yeah, it's hard for about an hour, but once you get there, or the investments, it lasts the rest of the day. Investments could last for the rest of the year. Now you got to remember, delay just means that you do something now that's very hard to get there, and the duration that it lasts is much longer, and it comes down much slower. Now the end slowing part is very important, guys. Now listen to this, because the problem with this instant gratification, why a lot of people feel sad or depressed or down, is because it's such a high spike amount of it, it comes then back down, it plummets, and they feel like shit, meaning they need more. And this is where addiction and bad habits come in. Now I have a video on that also, guys, so make sure you check that video. I'm going to put the link down in my description and then another one up here. The thing about addiction and depression and all these things is that because you're so focused on this instant gratification that you gotta have it now, gotta have it now. Problem is, now that you gotta have it now, you need more, and it lasts less and less. Okay? This can cause a very, very bad problem to yourself, and it can put you in a very dark space if you allow it to. Versus being delayed, you're getting less at the beginning, but it's going up, and it's chilling up there, and it's maintaining. It's slowly coming down. Better yet, by the time it's slowly coming back down, you're probably already starting on your second or third delayed gratification, which will ultimately lead you once again towards your success and where you want to be. You will feel much better internally with yourself because you're naturally doing what is meant to be with yourself, okay? Now, yes, there's a time for this. Problem is, guys, once again, pay attention. You need to have control. Delayed is control, instant is not. It controls you, I control my happiness, the way I feel. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys out. Pay attention, comment below if you guys have any bad habits when it comes to instant gratification. And also comment below if you've tried any of these delayed gratifications that have helped you build success in your life. Okay guys, make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned until next time. Peace.